Buongiorno, buongiorno from Amalfi. It's Rev G here, and I just attended the Mass at this beautiful, beautiful Chiesa San Pancrazio in Amalfi. And I was so moved by what the priest had to say. I attended the Mass at 10 o'clock, and it was all in Italian, of course. And I've been studying Italian a little bit, imparando italiano un po'. Not very good, but anyway, a beautiful thing happened. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Pentecost, because I completely understood what the sermon was about. And I posted some pictures, and I posted a little bit of the summary of what the priest was saying and the way I understood it. Anyway, that, you know, it's okay for us to talk about God. It's okay for us to pray to God. It's okay, of course, wonderful to think about God. But the real key is what's our relationship with God. And he was talking about the heart, like the heart space, like exactly what we talk about at Darshan, you know, that tauba, that turning of the heart, that opening of the heart, ashtak for Allah, that opening up of our hearts and our minds to the amazing, miraculous wonder of God in all things. And he said, piccola, in the small things, even in the small things. So I was like crying, actually, because it was so moving to me to understand him. I don't know. I mean, there were a couple, I didn't understand every single word, but I got the gist of it. And after Mass, I searched for him. He like disappeared. I don't know what happened. It was like 1 minute he was there, the Mass was ended, and then he was gone. He's like vanished. It was like an ascension. But I did go in the back, and I did find him in the sacristy. And of course, I always chased the priest and asked the priest for a benedizione, for a blessing, and I got one. And then I said, Padre, do you speak English? He said, yes. And I said, I just was wondering if I got the gist of what you were saying in the sermon. And I told him what I thought he was saying. And he said, yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. And then he asked me where I was from and all of that. But anyway, it's just so beautiful. This has been an amazing trip. We leave tomorrow. We leave Conca dei Marini, and which is the Amalfi coast, and we head by train back to Napoli. And Napoli, then we go from Napoli to Roma for 2 days. And then we come home on Wednesday, which Sister Chris and I are satiated, saturated. We're done. We're good. It's good. We're good. Molto bene. Molto bene. This trip has been really quite a miracle, with so many, oh my God, so many blessings and lessons and messages. Pieve di Caminino in Toscana was just amazing and beautiful, where we made friends with not only the owner, Emiliano, Lucatelli, but also communing with his land, and Aria, the wolf dog. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, everybody. You know what I mean? It just like doesn't. But I will tell you this, so many blessings. I'm going to talk about it on July 30th when it's my turn, and we are back on the 26th, and on the 30th I have the message. So I don't want to steal my own thunder. There's lots that I'd like to talk about in terms of the blessings and the lessons, and especially the breaking of the chains. And I'm going to talk about that because that happened in Rome when we visited San Pietro de Vincoli, the St. Peter of the Chains. And I think I posted that in the beginning of our trip. But that really hits me. There's a lot about that, you know, freedom, liberation, breaking away from the same old garbage in our head, you know, and that you don't even have to have that anymore. You can just break the chains of that. So I'm going to talk more about that on July 30th. And, well, we miss you all. I'm going to definitely be bringing you back some gifts. But I want to end with this. This church, and I did post this in the Facebook post. This church, the Chiesa San Pancrazio. I'm gonna see if you could see it now. See it? There it is. Yeah, that's a beautiful church. It's only open once a week, one time for mass, one mass at 10 o'clock. That's it. That's it. So I expected the mass to be completely crowded, you know, like for every seat to be taken. I made sure I got there early. But guess what? There was only like 15 people in total in the church. I was very disappointed in that. I thought, wow, how come? But then I thought, there's the message. You see, because all these years, in October, actually, our lease is up at Darshan. And we're going since 2013. So it'll be 11 years. 11 years. I think, I have to ask Sister Chris, I think it is 2013 that we started, that we opened up a healing space. And at Healing Space and Darshan Center for Spiritual Evolution at a healing space. And I believe that was April 2013. And so our lease is up in 2024, October 2024. Can't believe how long we've been doing this ministry. And, we have a pretty regular attendance of about 15. And that's what was here today, 15. And I thought, it really isn't about how many. I mean, I always say that, and I always know that, but it hit me very, 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 profoundly this morning as I sat in the Mass with 15 parishioners when it's only one Mass once a week. And that's it. That's your only opportunity. And there's only 15. So, wow, it just hit me profoundly that it doesn't matter how many. It only matters the feeling in the heart. And in the small things, that's what the priest was saying, a piccolo, the small things. And so I love you all. We miss you very, very much. We're starting to get the homesickness now. It's starting to set in. And so this trip has been beautiful. It's the longest trip that I think Sister Chris and I have ever taken. And many, 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 many messages, many revelations, rejuvenation, well-needed rest and relaxation. And I'm grateful. And I'm grateful to Darshan Center for Spiritual Evolution, grateful to Rev Mary, the Divine Rev M, for shepherding, along with Rev Max. Thank you so much, Rev Max, for all of your music ministry, and Ali and everyone else who was in attendance to support them. And we love you.